You're watching Marketing Midday, brought to you by RivalMind, a results-driven digital marketing agency.
It's Monday, October 17th, and these are the headlines.
First up, podcast popularity continues to grow, with more and more new listeners tuning in for the first time ever.
LinkedIn rolled out 3 changes to Pages. The platform added post templates, pinned comments, and page commitments.
Neuromarketing is the latest way to measure marketing campaign effectiveness. It blends neuroscience and marketing to help brands gauge emotional response.
Several updates to Twitter. The edit button is live to all users. The app will now nudge you to share a tweet, and a few other interesting changes.
10% of your marketing budget should be spent on, well, doing something wrong. It's time to start experimenting with ideas outside your proven strategies. Those are our top 5 headlines of the week. A deeper dive into each of these stories coming up next.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Matt. Thank you for watching Marketing Midday, your source for the latest digital marketing news. Top Rank Marketing released podcasting trends that every B2B marketer should know. There are more and more new listeners disrupting listener demographics and habits. 66% of these new listeners are under 35 years old, and they're evenly split between male and female. They are also 36% more likely to hop around from podcast to podcast versus old listeners who tune into every episode of their favorite show. Searching for podcasts is improving on popular platforms and on search engines, which means marketers need to optimize every episode for search. Platforms now include tools that allow audio and video calling, recording options, and even editing tools, making it easier to record a great episode. Even with these updates, 50% of the adult US population has never listened to a single podcast.
LinkedIn announced 3 changes to company pages, according to Search Engine Journal. Businesses can now create posts more quickly with new templates. Post templates are available directly in the LinkedIn app and allow users to customize the background, choose the font, add text, attach links, and more. Company pages now support pinned comments, allowing businesses to pin their favorite comments to the top of the comment section. LinkedIn also added a new section to company pages for highlighting company values, called Page Commitments. Organizations can showcase up to 5 commitments in the featured section, which may be important values for job seekers and potential partners.
How your customers feel about your brand is important, but how do you measure those feelings? HubSpot reported on a new marketing metric called Neuromarketing, which blends neuroscience and marketing to help gauge emotional resonance. Teams use technology that tracks customers' neurochemical and physiological responses while consuming marketing content. Neuromarketing has numerous use cases, like allowing brands to tell more compelling stories, helping companies host more engaging conferences, designing more effective ads, and determining the right price for a product or service. However, there are some ethical concerns with neuromarketing, which means companies must hold themselves to a higher standard when studying their consumers. Brands should never promote anything harmful, deceptive, or illegal, and minors should never be studied. Will your brand explore neuromarketing?
In Twitter news, the long-awaited edit button is live for all users. Users can now edit tweets after they are published. Twitter is also testing a new tweet view count display, which allows users to see how many people have viewed their tweets. This change is likely part of Twitter's ongoing effort to demonstrate that it is more popular and influential than general usage numbers suggest. And in that same vein, Twitter now nudges users to share a tweet instead of screenshotting it. When users screenshot a tweet, a pop-up encourages them to share the tweet instead. Twitter is also following the short-form video trend and now has full-screen video player. Once in full-screen mode, users can scroll through other videos in a format reminiscent of TikTok.
Measuring the effectiveness of marketing is very important, but it's also crucial to experiment. In a recent opinion piece for Marketing Week, Helen Edwards asserts that every marketer should use 10% of their budget to experiment. According to Edwards, failing to experiment leaves your business vulnerable to disruption. The best way to experiment is to explore entrepreneur thinking, which doesn't involve an objective at all. It simply imagines a range of potential endpoints. A habit of experimentation just might lead to a major breakthrough in your marketing. Those are our top 5 stories of the week. Be sure to follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram, and join our mailing list to stay up to date.
Thank you for watching Marketing Midday. Tune in next Monday for the latest digital marketing news.